party. That's the breaking news that we have for you at the top of 4 p.m. As Ajit Pawar has now released a statement on Sharad Pawar holding a meeting in the national capital as far as the core group of the NCP is concerned. He has said that the dispute on the question of who represents the real NCP is within the exclusive jurisdiction of the Election Commission of India, and therefore no person within the party has any authority to call for any meeting of the National Executive or the National Working Committee or the National Office Bearers, state party presidents, till such time the dispute is finally decided by the Election Commission of India. That's a strong and a strongly worded statement that's been given out by Ajit Pawar, and he then goes on to say, therefore, the meeting of the National Executive or Working Committee that has been held today, that is scheduled to have taken place today, that is on the 6th of July, has no legal sanctity whatsoever. So Ajit Pawar and his faction strongly against this entire idea of the NCP behind its patriarch, Mr. Sharad Pawar, and they are negating any such holding of a meeting that's happening in the national capital. Let me take this across to my colleague Mayuresh. Mayuresh, as I was mentioning, this is a very, very strongly worded statement that's been given out by Ajit Pawar, and it was pretty much in the offing.
Absolutely. If you remember that yesterday only we broke this news that on 30th of June, a resolution was basically passed by a majority of NCP leaders. That was Ajit Pawar faction has mentioned, and they have elected Ajit Pawar as a national leader of the party.
Yes.
And now, if you remember that it is Sharad Pawar who is basically conducting this meeting of his party leaders at in Delhi, and Ajit Pawar's faction has issued a statement saying that the meeting is basically illegal because as per the papers, as per the law, Ajit Pawar has been already elected as a national president of the party, and he was not having any idea, or he has not called any kind of meeting at Delhi, and that's why this particular meeting has been called as illegal by Ajit Pawar faction.
Right. Mayuresh, I'd request you to stay on with us. My colleague Siddhant Mishra is also joining us live from the national capital, where this meeting has been held by the party patriarch, NCP chief, Sharad Pawar, so to speak. At least that's what the faction still believes, who are representing Sharad Pawar in this particular meeting. Siddhant, the idea that had actually been floated by the Supreme Court in the May 11th verdict that concerned the Shiv Sena split also spoke about how there is a difference between a political party and the legislature party. It cannot be the same. In that reference, the statement that has been made by Ajit Pawar, how can one read it?
Well, absolutely. And look, this could be Maharashtra 2.0 because the format is somewhat similar. And in fact, the situation is almost similar. This time around, again, the fight is for the legislative party and the organization. But this time around, it looks like that both legislative party and organization is on the side of Ajit Pawar. And this is perhaps the reason that they have come out with this release questioning, Sharad Pawar for holding such meeting at 6th Janpath in Delhi, because they are saying that since the matter is before the Election Commission of India,
yes,
Sharad Pawar has also filed a caveat. They have also filed affidavit signed by 41 MLAs in their support, Ajit Pawar. Then in what capacity he is holding this meeting? And hold national executive meeting or office bearer meeting.
Yes.
Since the matter is in Election Commission of, he also adds on to say that on 30th of June, resolution was passed and unanimously chosen as the party president. So it's his right to take any kind of a meeting or issue instruction. So, clearly this entire war between Uncle Pawar and nephew Pawar is getting intensified, and perhaps it's going on the same track, like last year when Eknath Shinde got separated from Uddhav Thackeray, and it looks like that this particular fight is also going to meet the same fate, because going by the support Ajit Pawar is enjoying, and also going by, in terms of from the organization and from the legislative party, it looks like Ajit Pawar looks more powerful within the organization and the legislative party. So and this is the reason that whatever Election Commission decides, where that is Commission's court. But again, ultimately in politics, what Janta decides matter.
Absolutely. And Siddhant, if I may ask you, we are constantly playing out those visuals from inside the meeting where Sharad Pawar is hemming that particular meeting, at least with his side of supporters. How many numbers can you see have sided with Sharad Pawar, and who are the prominent faces who have arrived in the national capital for this big meet?
He has been attending all the meetings that Pawar takes at his Janpad.
Siddhant, there is some problem with your audio link. We'll have that re-established and we will go back to you in just a bit. But right now, this is what has happened. As far as the big political tussle between the uncle and nephew is concerned, Ajit Pawar making a very, very strong statement saying that until that exclusive jurisdiction of the ECI comes into play, no such meeting can be deemed legal.